Hi everyone, and welcome to today's upper body workout. We have a lot of shoulders and arms, a little bit of triceps, and then a little bit of sneaky core towards the end. So let's get started and squared up on our mat. Feet are nice and firm underneath our hips. Do a little bit of shoulder rolls. We're starting with a little bit of stretching and mobility. Just take some nice, easy deep breaths here. Reverse your shoulder rolls. Let's go back and forward. Feet are right under your hips and your knees are just a little bit soft. We're going to do some scapula isolation. So I'm turning to the side. I just push my arms forward. My shoulder blades are reaching around. And then I squeeze them back in towards my spine. This really kind of opens up my upper back, gives a little bit of space through my shoulder blades. And I'm reminding myself to keep my shoulders depressed down and relaxed here. So you can see them really like reach forward and then reach behind. Do about 8 or 10 of these. Nice, easy breathing. Okay. Hands on hips. Just kind of round your shoulders forward, round through the upper back, and then reach your chest up. Just kind of trying to expand a little bit through your upper back, middle part of your back, round forward, and big stretch up. Nice, tall, good posture here. Okay, big inhale, hands up behind your head, interlace. Let's do some side bends. Elbows are wide. Exhale, bring your elbow down to your opposite hip. Feet are a little bit wider here. Big reach up and over and down to the side. Nice and easy. Just warming up here. Last one. We're up and over. Okay. We're going to do our side reaches. One arm is up and the other arm is up. So the idea here is to like really reach through your side and your ribs, kind of lengthen and reach through that side and then lengthen and reach. You're getting a stretch actually through your serratus muscles and maybe even a little bit in your intercostals, which are the muscles that run in between your ribs. You're expanding your rib cage on each side. Okay, now a little bit of twists. Knees are softly bent here. Your hips stay forward. Just rotate from the middle part of your back. Exhale over. 4 more of these. Big rotations. 3. Last one. Next up, we have a little bit of pelvic rocking. I'll turn to the side, hands on your hips. So core is nice and engaged. Really tuck your pelvis up, squeeze your glutes a little bit, and then reach your glutes back behind you. So now we're getting a little bit of movement in your hips and your lower back. Reach up and your lower back flattens, and then reach your pelvis behind you. And you kind of feel almost a stretch through the front of your body. Nice and easy here, but this is really good if you have a stiff lower back, or you're gonna start doing some deadlifts, kettlebell swings in the gym, or anything that involves your lower back. This kind of just takes a little bit of pressure off, and it's good for a warm-up. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit of roll downs. Roll, roll, roll through your upper back. Let your head just kind of bring you forward. It's up to you how far you want to come down. Some of you want to come all the way to the floor with your hands. Some of you just want to go mid-calf. But we're rounding through our back, and then we restack vertebrae by vertebrae at the top, coming up nice and tall, and shoulders come back and down. We're going to do a few of these. Round, round, round. Knees can be as straight as you like here. If you want to fully straighten your knees and get a nice hamstring stretch, that's okay too. If you want to keep your knees bent, that's all right. We're just doing a little bit of movement. Big exhale as you come all the way up, making sure you're coming back up to that very tall, straight posture. Good. Down, down, down. Let the weight of your head bring you forward. And we're up. These feel good. I do a version of these like almost every day, every morning. All right, let's slow it down a little bit here. Hands are either on the floor or on your shins, your calves. Let's rock back and forth a little bit, just rocking through our feet, distributing the weight on the toes, and then back to your heels. Knees can be bent as far as you like here. Getting some length in our back, a little bit of length in our spine. Side to side with the hips a few times. Okay, big, all the way up, big standing pose here. And we're gonna start with some walkouts, a big walkout series. So we're gonna come down just like we did, all the way down. Hands flat on the floor, so you might have to bend your knees here. Walk, walk, walk forward, slow. Then we're gonna hold a plank. We're gonna hold it right here. Squeeze your glutes. 10 seconds here. 8, 7, 6. Stay with me. Nice strong shoulders. 2, 1, and then we're gonna shoot our hips up to like a downward dog position and slowly walk your hands back, 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 and then we come back up to standing. We're starting the harder portion of our class now. A lot of work for the shoulders and the abs. We have a few different walkout exercises. So we're gonna come back out to that strong plank position right here and extend one arm out. 2, 3, we're going to 8. Try not to shift your weight side to side here. 6, 7, big long straight arm. 8, hips come back up to that downward dog position. Slowly walk your hands back up, a little bit of a bend in the knee, and we're back up to standing. Roll down, don't mind my gardeners that are in the background. Walk, walk, walk forward. It's a beautiful morning. I was out here nice and early one day. All right, hold your plank. Now we're gonna do opposite hand to opposite foot up in a downward dog position. 2, 3, bring your belly button back as you bring your hips up. Really see if you can reach for your toes, or you can go for your knee or your calf. 6, 8, back to the plank. Hold your plank. Be careful you're not sagging your hips or arching your back here. Push back to downward dog. Walk back. Shoulders are starting to feel it. Getting nice and active and engaged. Now we're going to do shoulder taps. So your feet are a little bit wider here, about as wide as your yoga mat. We walk forward. Hold your plank. No sagging hips here. Nice and slow, opposite hand to opposite shoulder. This isn't a race. 6, 7, 8. Hold your plank. Shoot your hips up. And we walk back. Beautiful. We're still not done yet. This is a long set of walkouts. One more. Then we're going to go into a little bit of push-ups and a couple of other things in this position. So walk forward. And we're going to do, sometimes these are called commandos or up and downs. Right arm down, left arm up, left arm down, right arm up. Doesn't matter. Don't worry about the coordination too much. Just make sure that you're alternating which arm is pushing up. Doing 8 of these. I think this is number 5, 6. Keep your core nice and engaged. Nice long back. Don't round too much through your shoulders. And 8. Last one. Down on your elbows. 10-second elbow plank here. 9, 8, 7. Stick with me. 5. And 1. I'm counting a little bit slower here. Good. Let's bring your knees down. They're right underneath your hips. Press back a little bit here. A little bit of a break for the shoulders. Lengthen through your back and your arms. Give yourself a little bit of a break on your wrists for a second, too. Take as much time as you need if you need a longer break. We're going to come to an all fours position. Couple more things using your wrists, and then we'll give them a longer break. We're going to do leg pulls. So hands are right underneath your shoulders, little bit of a bend in the knee. You're pulling your belly button in. And we're going to exhale, hover our knees just like an inch or two off the floor, and then very gently come down. 2. We're doing 8 of these. 3. Knees stay a little bit apart here. 4. Use all the strength in your lower abs to do a big ab contraction here. 3 more. 2. This is really good for the shoulders, the abs, the lower back. And 1. Good. Okay, I'm going to walk my hands out a little bit in front of my shoulders now, and we're going to do a leg pull with an extension. So we're going to come up to the leg pull, extend forward to a plank, squeeze your glutes, hold for 2 seconds, back, and then knees come down. So it's 4 separate moves. Knees up, forward to a plank, back, knees down. Knees up, forward to a plank, very straight with the body here, back and down. 1 more big one like this. Knees up, straight forward, really good for your shoulders, back and down. Okay, we're going to come into a little push-up series. Bring your hips forward. We're going to come down very slowly onto our chest. Hands are right underneath our shoulders. And we're going to do a modified like push-up coming up to our knees. Push up, very slowly come down. So my hips are forward. You can tell my body is at an angle here. Exhale, push. See, I'm not up like a tabletop. My back is not straight. My hips are forward, and then I come down. We're going to do 1 more like this. Release your hands, up and down. Now, if you're with me, we can do a full push-up all the way up and very slowly come all the way down to your chest. 3 more like that. Exhale, up to a plank. Slow, slow, slow. Release your hands. 2 more. Last one, and then we're going to do a little bit of back work, a little bit more for the shoulders. Let's come down, relax, very nice. I'm going to double up my mat a little bit underneath my forehead. Forehead stays down. My neck is very long here. Hands are out like cactus arms, and I'm just going to squeeze my shoulder blades in towards my spine and then let them come roll forward again. Exhale, squeeze. 3. If you know me, you know that these are in almost all of my videos. They're a really good reset for your shoulders, kind of pulls everything back and down, activates through some of those really important back muscles. 2 more. And then we're going to extend the head and the neck up. Okay, we're going to get set up for this. Flat on the mat, arms are straight, elbows are straight out from the shoulders. I want you to pull up your belly button a little bit, squeeze your glutes, exhale, keep your neck and your head in line with your spine, and come up. 3. This is really good for the neck extensors. If you're someone that kind of carries your weight forward, your head kind of drops forward. 6, exhale. 7, up, up, up. Good. Feet stay flat on the floor here. And 8. Hold it here, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Good. And 1, all the way down. We're going to do some Supermen. Hands are extended. We're going to come up. We're going to raise feet and hands for 8. Exhale. 7. 6, really feeling it in your shoulders and middle part of your back. 4. And 1. Hold it here, hands and feet together. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Relax. Shake out your shoulders a little bit. Okay, let's rest a little bit. come back to a child's pose. You can roll out your wrists a little bit, take some deep breaths. It's kind of a lot on the wrists. I think we're done with putting pressure on the hands. So take this little break, couple of deep breaths. We're going to push through the last section here, and then we are going to stretch because today's video is only about 20 minutes. We're going to come to a seated position for the triceps. I'm super sweaty. These workouts are sometimes harder than I think they're going to be. So we're in this reverse bridge position. Your hands are about a hand's length away from your glutes. Now your fingers can point forward or to the side, whatever is comfortable for your arms. We're going to come up into a little bit of a glute bridge position and bend your elbows back for a tricep dip. 4, 6, 7, elbows go straight back. Okay, relax your glutes down. If you want, you can flip your hands so your fingers are coming out to the side. And we're going to do all of this again, but with the left foot up for 8, 7, 6, 4, 2, 1. Guess what? We're going to do the other foot. Right foot up, 8. Glutes come down. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold up in your bridge. Come up to a high bridge. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze your glutes. Open up your chest. Relax your neck. Just a few deep breaths here. Lots of length through the front of the body, and come down nice and slow. We are going to move on to a little bit of abs. So let's get comfortable and set up here. I'm wiping sweat away. That's okay if you're sweaty too. All right. Arms out in a T position. Knees are bent. We're going to go side to side with our knees. Look the opposite direction of your knees. So this is kind of a stretch, but then we use the strength of our obliques to bring your knees up and over and down to the other direction. Look the other direction. Up and over. Keep your knees and your feet glued together. Exhale, big twist. I'm going to start using a little bit more of the abs here. For a really short but sweet ab section. Okay, bring your knees over your hips. I'm going to get set up here a little bit. A common mistake I see people see is they bring their knees too far forward. You want to push your knees back towards your feet so your knees are over your hips. It should feel hard on your hip flexors a little bit, and we're going to do a little crunch here. 2, 3, 4. Space between your chin and your chest. Exhale as you come up. 7, 8. Okay. Hold it up. Shoulder blades are off the mat. Bring the elbow to the knee. And we're doing 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. Keep your knees where they are for a second. We're going to do one leg circles. Drop one leg in line with the other foot. We're going to do 8 circles forward, 8 circles back. This is number 4, 5. Small circles about the size of a dinner plate. And 8. Switch reverse directions. 8, 7, 6. Control the knee and the foot on the other side. We shouldn't be wiggling through our hips. Everything should be still. 7, 8, and now hand to foot, drop the foot. 8, 7, try to touch your ankle. 5, 4, exhale as you come up. I'm not coming super high here. And 1, relax, other leg straightens. In line with the other foot. 8 little circles here. 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's reverse. Ultimately, my left knee should be a little bit further towards the end of my mat. 5, 6, 7, 8, and then opposite hand to foot. Drop your foot and up. 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Both knees in. Hug your knees. Bring your shoulders off the mat just a little bit. Hug, hug, hug. Wiggle. Rock forward and back a little bit. Good job. One more thing. I'm going to double up my mat here because this always digs into the floor. We're going to do double arm, double leg stretch for 8. My arms are making a little bit of a circle. Exhale. 6. 5, point your toes. 4, shoulder blades are off the mat here. 3, 2, one more big one here, all the way around. Hug your knees in. Relax down to the mat, side to side with your knees a little bit. And you made it. We have a little bit of stretching to do. Just stick with me. Let's do a little bit of knee circles, opening your hips around and down. You know, I've been making these videos and they're 20 minutes or so, and I have been pretty sore after most of these videos. I feel it the next day, and sometimes it's just like exactly what I need on a weekend, or I have a big day planned and I don't want to leave the house in the morning. Like 20 minutes just gets me going, and it's just the right amount of exercise that I need that day. So I hope that you also enjoy these videos. As a reminder, you can stack them with other videos. I have upper body, lower body, core, and then I have lots of just 20-minute stretching videos. You can look through all of my videos on the channel. Please give them a try. Couple more stretches here. Let's sit up. You can sit any comfortable position, one arm straight across. Try to keep your arms straight and really feel the stretch through the back of the shoulder of the arm that's across. And then we'll do a little tricep stretch here. I'm so sweaty. I always end up thinking these videos are harder than I think that they're going to be. Other arm across. But that is a good thing. That's exactly how I like it to be. Tricep stretch. It's a beautiful morning. I think I'm going to go for a swim. Last thing here, let's get nice and comfy. Hands in front of your knees. Just round and straighten through the back. Big, big, big stretch up and over. I really hope that you enjoyed today's video. I hope you try some of my other videos. Thanks for watching. Thanks for giving it a try. And I will see you next time. I'm going to do a few more of these. Thanks for joining.